Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Just pull out a random one here, if you don't mind. Oh, thank God. It started going so slowly because I actually got like a Skype message in the background there. I thought that it was going to force us to stop on the loss. There we go. Okay, there's our Maggie seed. Credence Clearwater Quetzalcoatl Revival. A969. That is, my favorite Airbus-made airplane. Alright. Let's get going here as the Magster. Maggie gets a bad rap, man. I guess she has, like, terrible, speed and also a terrible rate of fire to start with. But if you ignore all that, she's pretty okay. And the fact that we picked up Small Rock right off the bat is going to make our, early game offensive woes a little bit more negligible. I mean, I think Small Rock... See if we get, like, a crawl space in here. I doubt it, but it could happen. I think Small Rock is probably strong enough at +1 damage to, like, completely nullify any damage differences between any of the characters, except maybe from, like, Maggie to Azazel or something like that. I'm not sure, though. Certainly, I feel quite strong right now, and if I could just pick up, like, a Tears End damage or a Tears plus shot speed upgrade from our first boss, I would be really pleased with the way things are going here. I mean, an early Small Rock goes a long way towards a lot of different things, one of which, though, that I'm most principally interested in is just ensuring ourselves the best chance possible of getting a deal with the devil, you know? Being able to kill enemies faster means you're going to take less damage against them. Cube of Meat, not really what I'm looking for here, but I'll be the first to tell you that I love orbitals in Rebirth almost to a fault. I use them all the damn time, even sometimes at my own expense, and I really, really think that they are... They're an alternate path to victory. Sometimes you can use your tears, sometimes you can use your bombs, and sometimes you can use your orbitals. Orbitals aren't going to last us as long, and they're much more risky than the other ones, but still, it's not just for defensive purposes in my world anymore. It's going to be Ball of Bandages instead of Cube of Meat. Technically, I like it a little bit better this way, because we're going to get charm shots if we get a second level Bandage Girl. I think the odds of that happening are probably quite low, but that's... okay, and we still have a Tinted Rock we've been unable to access, as well as an item room. And kind of hoping to get enough money to make some use of our shop. Maybe buy a Spirit Heart on the next floor, but it's looking pretty unlikely right now. Dry Baby's pretty solid, though. I'm not gonna poo-poo Dry Baby here. It sounds like it could be a song. Like an Air song. Poo-poo Dry Baby or something like that. I'm brainstorming. Another Tinted Rock. This room often has Tinted Rocks. I think it's largely just due to the fact that it has a lot of rocks in general. Hopefully we can snag a bomb at some point, but we are approaching the amount of money necessary. Oh, come on. Just like one bomb could start the train here. We're approaching the amount of money where we could buy a Spirit Heart, and with the Spirit Heart, especially if we end up on the basement instead of the cellar, I think we've got a very good chance of getting that first deal with the devil. First deal with the devil is a very important predictor when it comes to your success on the run overall. As of right now, you know, I wouldn't say this is a textbook run, but it's going pretty well. Bomb. Oh, that's a real disappointment, isn't it? We could go to our shop. I'll tell you what, with 4 keys right off the bat, I think I am going to go to our shop. My thinking behind it is that we could shoot the fire inside of the shop, have an okay chance to get either a bomb or a Spirit Heart. And there is a Spirit Heart for sale. Very, very disappointing. I don't think there's any way I could have gotten more money here unless I didn't bomb the Tinted Rock right off the bat. But truth be told, I'm glad I did bomb the Tinted Rock that I did bomb because it gave us the Small Rock. So I'm not sure if I'd call this situation like a lose-lose or if it's just you kind of win either way. And we are going to try this right off the bat here. And you know what? This is actually excellent. I thought it was a shop. Instead, it was a library, which will allow us to get Book of Belial, which means I am not concerned about our HP at all anymore. Because no matter what, we're going to get a deal with the devil as long as I bring Book of Belial in here. So we might as well check out our curse room right off the bat. Maybe pick up... okay. Everything's coming on Millhouse right now. I do love Guppy's Head. Book of Belial is probably better. I think if you forced me, if you put me in a situation where you got a gun to my head and said, quick, what's your favorite spacebar item in the Binding of Isaac? You better be right. I would probably say maybe Book of Belial. Not favorite, but best. Yeah, I mean, Spider Bite's pretty good. It's just the fact that it now gives you, crap. That was very bad. The fact that it now gives you a guaranteed deal with the devil makes it so strong, along with the obvious, like, damage implications of it. I mean, I'd really like to get some more HP. I am a little concerned about our long-term, you know, prospects when it comes to that. Hopefully, we don't suffer too badly. If we fight the haunts, we should probably still be fine, but you never know, right? And yet another tinted rock that we will not have the ability to access. There's been like 5 or 6 of them that we've missed. And again, I only had 1 bomb on the course of the entire run so far, so I don't really feel like I've really missed my window that much. It's kind of like I just wasn't really given a fair shot at it either way. Not to say that the game's being unfair, because it has given us, you know, a free guppy item. It's upgraded our spacebar item. We've gotten a lot better without putting in too much effort ourselves. It's Blighted Ovum. If I had to guess, I'd say Blighted Ovum probably ends up hitting me, but not that much. Come on, Spider Bite, Spider Bite, Spider Bite. Spider Bite, Spider Bite, save my life, think you might. Sorta works some of the time. I guess we're doing angels this run. Here comes the Spider Bite. It was close enough. I decided not even to trade HP away for Deal with the Devil Precedent for a couple of reasons. One reason is, I'm a little low on HP. I'm not super low on it, but I'm a little low on it. The other one is Necronomicon sucks, so it really would just be a loss of HP without any tangible gain. Just the gain of getting the precedent for deals with the devil instead of deals with the angel. And the other reason is that we don't do angel runs all that often, so, you know, it's a nice change of pace. I do prefer the devil rooms, like, pretty much wholesale. However, it's still like a great run right now, and we'll be guaranteed. I mean, we're not guaranteed angel rooms because of the fact that there is no angel room precedent, but if we lack devil room precedent, we can expect, reasonably speaking, to get some deals with the angel. Very good luck on those, like, chests and tinted rocks that we actually have had the ability to open. That's Infamy for free, which is a pretty solid get. We'll lower a little bit of damage that we take in, and we picked up a nickel out of one of the fires as well. Now that's, most people would say, hey, I should shoot fires more often if that happens to them, but I'm not most people. For better or for worse, I'm not most people. Now, doesn't really matter where we go here. With 2 keys available, I'm excited for the possibility of the item room. Actually, we've had really good luck across the board. Our item rooms have been fantastic for us as well. Not quite, you know, Polyphemus Proptosis levels of fantastic, but very, very good. You know, Spider Bite is a nice tier effect that the whole family can enjoy. Dry Baby. Nothing wrong with that. I forget the rest, but they're, you know, the whole crew's there. What did we get first? I can't even remember now. We also got that free Book of Belial from a library that I probably would never have otherwise visited if I'd been able to get a Spirit Heart on the first floor. It's amazing, you know, the implications that has. I hate this champion, I'll just tell you that right off the bat. Far too easy to get hit, and our good luck continues. The Relic is quietly one of the best items in the game, I think. Once every 4 rooms you get a Spirit Heart out of that. I suppose we might as well take this. Yeah, once every 4 rooms you get a Spirit Heart out of that, and we're going to pick up another one here, even if we muck it up. Just want to see if I can take them out before they get a little too close for comfort. This guy, yeah, I was going to say, he's got to be basically done. And now begins our Spirit Heart colonization of the game. Cultivation, I should say. We're not really colonizing anything. It's rather, we're just slowly but surely going to stack up as many Spirit Hearts as we can to protect us in the late game. Chad is not terrible. Here's the way I'm going to choose to think of it on this run. Getting little Chad is going to be like we never got rid of the Yum Heart. So we're going to be able to keep the value of the Yum Heart, while also, you know, freeing up the space that the Yum Heart was occupying, thereby making our run a whole lot better in the process. We'll see if that actually ends up, you know, coming true in the long term here. I'm a little skeptical, I have to admit, but we'll see. Dark Bum would be a great pickup, and we don't get any deal with the Angel precedent. I'm sorry about that, but if there's good deals with the Devil in here, we'll take them, but there are not. So we'll leave, and, you know, there's one room that we visited that we didn't visit that was still open there, but I'm not really too concerned about it, all things considered. Curse of the Unknown. Not really thinking ahead too far to boss rush or anything like that here. Mostly just want to make sure we're keeping our momentum, keeping our enthusiasm high. You know, morale gets a tough rap in Isaac, but sometimes if you just feel in the zone, that can be more important than your mechanical skill. That can be more important than the item decisions that you end up making. Sometimes. Not consistently, but sometimes. No demon judgment, but that's okay. This will be our first floor in a little while, where we're actually, or maybe the whole run, I can't quite remember, where we're actually going to be able to pick up something from our shop, like financially speaking. Barely, but it will be doable. Maybe if we get super lucky, we can actually even donate something to our donation machine and stop the backslide into making zero money whatsoever. Or having zero money stored whatsoever. What do we need on this run now? I mean, I would love to have some post-boss rooms that are actually, like, half decent. So far, we haven't really seen that reach its full potential. And the only thing carrying our damage right now is the small rock pickup. If we could get something that, you know, like a single torn photo would go a long way towards helping me, you know, continue to scale with these enemies and find ourselves in a decent position. But defensively, we're in a great position with Infamy, the Orbital, Dry Baby, and, Dry Baby not a super defensive item, but, you know, in certain contexts. And the Orbital, I think I mentioned the Orbital, but you know what I mean. Oh, the Relic for giving us the extra Spirit Arts, and Little Chad for, you know, if we truly find ourselves in a dire situation. I'm gonna pop it on this room. That's how you know. You must, like, you don't even need me to tell you that I hate this room. My intentions here have betrayed me. My actions, I should say, have betrayed me. Holy shit, Northern Lion used Book of Belial on a room that was not a boss fight. He must really hate this room. You would not be wrong. Doors there and there. Okay. So that's going to be, this is like a very important thing for us to remember on a Curse of the Unknown, or Curse of the Lost, so I can actually keep an eye on where we're going. If we were going to get hit on this room, I'd rather get hit towards the end so we could save a little bit of HP on the way in here, but this still ended up being very much worthwhile. And our consumables are starting to get to that, you know, equilibrium point where we're spending about as many per floor as we're gaining, which is a nice place to be at. Come on, Dry Bum. I really thought Dry Bum was gonna get it out in the clutch there for us. Just a second or so too late. That's all right. Extra bombs. Where were you on the first 2 floors? Makes my life extremely easy. I guess we're not gonna have a great chance to get into that boss trap room anyway, so I might as well just pick up the extra HP. Like, we've already fucked it with our blood bank. I don't like backtracking in, like, the best of times, but I really, really hate backtracking on Curse of the Lost, so I probably wouldn't have done it anyway, but that's alright. Still got an item room and a shop. At this point, I have to imagine that they're all going to be pretty close to our boss room. And maybe we'll finally get a deal with the Angel. Do we even want to deal with the Angel? It's a very good question that I don't know the answer to. I'll tell you what. I bet for 1 bomb, we can pick up a lot of this. What's 1 bomb for like 4 cents? 2 bombs for 8 cents or 7 cents? I'm gonna try you on for size here. Knowing I can always blow up the donation machine, even though I'd rather not. Tarot card is Hanged Man. There's conceivably a much better use for this, but I'm gonna Hanged Man right here to pick up these extra 2 cents, just to make sure I don't, you know, leave it without getting any benefit out of it. And we still have 15 cents left over, so we'll be using that on the shop, and if we're not using it on the shop, we'll bring it back to that judgment. Very long room here. Caves 2. Still got about 2 minutes before I'm, like, concerned at all about boss rush, but I'm not actually thinking we're going to do boss rush, at least not with our existing amount of damage, but I'm just, you know, in theory, something I keep on the back of my mind at all times. I got people coming from both sides now. I got people saying, why does he care so much about boss rush? Then I got other people saying, how does he not get boss rush every time if he wants it? You know, I'm trying to strike a balance here between diligent play and exciting play. I'm not sure I always hit it, but it is what it is. Pretty fly. Not an offensive orbital, but that's pretty good. I used to think that didn't matter, that an orbital wasn't offensive. Now I'm offended by my own idiocy. I really wish that I had kept that Hangman card as well. Double key room, huh? Always a little bit of an interesting extravaganza when those are around. I hope it's a 5. You know what? I will take Tech 2. I know it lowers your damage, but it's lowering it early enough that I think we can pull out of it, and the infinite range, I think, is more valuable. This rerolls like all item pedestals or something like that. One day I'll learn it. The most important ones are 1, 5, and 6. The other ones are just, they reroll some shit you may or may not care about. Like, Tech 2 damage downgrade is really bad, but because of the extra, like, it gives us range, and it gives us piercing shots, and there's some awesome synergies that line up with it. I'm not sure if it's the best thing to take it but I'm going to take it, and I think it'll work out better for us in the long run. It's fine, yeah. I'll play you until, like, 8 cents now, I don't care. Moon. Might save that for boss rush capabilities. If we can get everything and still get to boss rush, that would be awesome. Hit all the special rooms. That we can, anyway. And there's some free HP. Hopefully we find it in our... The game finds it in its heart, I should say, to stack up some extra damage for us here. Or just randomly give us Spoonbender, which is... I have this, like, superstition that boss rush always wants to give us Spoonbender. And I'm hoping that that comes true here. Thank you, Spider Bite. We're going to be spending a lot of time against Gertie. Before you go blaming Technology 2 for making us spend forever against Gertie, do keep in mind that Small Rock is still the only damage upgrade that we've had over the course of the entire run. So it's not entirely Technology 2's fault. It's easy to, you know, look for a scapegoat to blame, but I don't think Tech 2 is the principal issue here. Okay. Shot speed doesn't really mean anything for us, nor does range, but I'll take the evil. And we got another deal with the devil, and this time I gotta say, yes. We gotta go with the pact. We gotta go with Guppy's collar for the chance to become Guppy. And we'll head down to the next floor. Tech 2 may not spawn flies. Doesn't really matter, it's still great. Not Tech 2 necessarily, but the Guppy synergies are still great. And the pact for the small extra damage, but large extra tears boost is very worthwhile. Especially considering how our HP is right now. Alright, I mean, we can still spend 2 bombs to get 1 Spirit Heart and a bomb back, so it's like 1 bomb for a Spirit Heart. We're pretty much at the HP cap anyway, but why not? And we're a little bit slow right now, I'll admit that, and it's probably gonna get slower. Bob's Rotten Head is bullshit, because if we pick it up, it actually does not exit the item pool. When I say I think it's going to get slower, what I'm getting at is I think damage-wise, we're doing proportionally less on this floor than we were doing on the floor before we picked up technology. You may disagree with that. I mean, there's some situations where we can speed it up. Like, we probably killed those guys a lot faster than we would have. But for the most part, I think we're probably going to be a little slower, and that's going to make boss rush, you know, a little bit of a slightly taller ask. Try to use Book of Belial to make up the difference a little bit. But we're really hoping for some solid damage upgrades. You know, a Tech Point 5 pickup or something like that would just be ridiculous. Spoonbender would help out a lot. Polyphemus, of course. All that good stuff. But for now, I can't really complain. I mean, we're at the HP cap. We're 1 item away from becoming Guppy. We got some piercing shots, sort of. We got some infinite range, sort of. Functionally, basically. We got an orbital. We got one of the better familiars in the form of Dry Baby. Relic's gonna keep us, you know, in the money HP-wise. I've got high hopes for this this curse room right here. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Is it better or worse? Yes, it is one of those two. Should be told, might not be the worst idea to have taken a little bit of Blackheart damage there to speed this room up, considering we're going to get to the HP cap, no problem. Yeah, we'll definitely take left hand in order to increase our chances of getting the Guppy transformation. Admittedly, I know there is a Spirit Heart around here that we've already dropped, but could not pick up, I think at least. I'm not going to go back for it, though, just because we're going to get more Spirit Hearts anyway, so... In hindsight, it's looking like a pretty stupid idea now, but... We only need 1 more relic payout to make this a bit of a time save for us. Yeah, there it is, right there. We'll go back for that one. Probably. We're at the point where, you know, I'd like to be down to the next floor if we were thinking about boss rush here. Let's fight our boss specifically first and hope for some extra HP. You know, an extra, or not HP, I was going to say damage, but an extra orbital is not the worst thing in the world here. Just going to clear out these rocks to give us a little bit of a better line of sight on the enemy here. Like an extra, not even an extra orbital, but a 2nd level bandage girl is alright. It's a little bit not so fantastic for DPS, but it does add some DPS. It's better than picking up like a mom's heal or something here. Don't push that bomb into me. That's my own bomb. Nobody makes me bomb my own bomb. Alright. 2nd level bandage girl, and then the Krampus fight, and I'll just be straight up with you. I don't know if Lump of Coal affects technology, as Lump of Coal does not affect Brimstone. I am assuming it probably does not affect technology. So, we'll take it, because why wouldn't we? And we got another moon card, so we'll moon card out, pick up a decent amount of capital here. And I think we gotta say goodbye to our dream of boss rush, probably. It's probably not gonna happen. That's okay. We're gonna get Spoonbender in our item room right here anyway. I don't know, maybe these guys just have super low... Well, I know they have super low HP, but it does sort of feel like we're doing a little bit more damage now. Maybe sometimes I see what I want to see, though. Have we been to our item room on this floor? I cannot recall the most wonderful reindeer of all. I'm just messing with it. It's Rudolph. Thought about buying something, but what's the point, really, you know? Guess that penny is lost to the void. Okay, well, we don't know, or I don't remember, I should say, if I've been to our item room. I'm assuming it must be over here, yeah. Little baggy, man. Why can't you be more like starter deck? Parasite, it's actually a shame now that we've taken Tech 2, because Parasite is awesome with primary tiers, but at the same time, you know, we'll still get the bonus on our actual tiers. Which is kind of the same logic I guess I should apply to Lump of Coal. You know, Lump of Coal will affect our actual tiers, so it's nice in that regard. That was, you know, good idea, bad execution. We have like 90 seconds to find our boss room. I have a very limited confidence in my ability to do it. We'll try. Or maybe we won't even. Because we can just teleport out of here and be at the HP cap. Wow, 99 bombs. Is actually a pretty good pickup, especially if we can get... I should just bomb my way out, but it's okay. Especially considering, you know, the plethora of bomb synergies in the game. This would be awesome. If we can get 99 sad bombs, I would be, somewhat ironically, quite a happy camper. I know this guy's going to explode, but I just wanted to get in here anyway. Range up. Doesn't seem that worthwhile right now. I'll just give you my honest opinion on it. It is really nice to open a room with what is basically the stopwatch effect. Like, we walk into the room, we hit all the enemies, or as many as we can at once. They pretty much instantly get slowed, which I'm guessing is just a byproduct of the fact that we fire a lot of ticks of, like, spider bite chances as a result of the fact that, you know, we have Tech 2, so we're just shooting really quickly. So everything gets slowed pretty much right off the bat, which gives me a little bit of a defensive advantage. Just a little bit, though. If we can kill the enemies before they start going quickly again, then it's fine. If we can't, then it's just a little bit of an improvement, but it's something. Sure. Can't really hate on this too much. Extra HP is extra HP. There may come a time in the future, I know it seems ridiculous to even say this, but there may come a time in the future where we can access these special rooms called Deals with the Devil, and we can actually trade our HP for items, particularly items that give us extra damage. I know, it seems ridiculous, why would they ever put something like that in the game, but it's there. I am extremely lucky. So, our damage is, our boss rush is sorted for us. I really doubt in 1 second we're going to be able to get to and beat the boss. And even if we could, we'd have like, you know, 0.004 seconds left to get into our boss rush room. Probably a little unlikely to make it, you know, to swing it that way. Not smart. Not smart. Almost got hit again. I bet you can guess what my reaction to that probably would have been, given the circumstances. We will try blowing these up. I just want the cards, basically. And a Temperance card, we'll use a World card as well, just to see where we're going. A Temperance card is actually pretty valuable for us in some ways. Like, basically, our red hearts are not an issue right now, so pretty much the Temperance card is just like as much money as we could possibly get and maybe an HP upgrade. Are we going to go back down there to that library, or it might be a double key room? I've been thinking about it. Not totally sure how I feel about it. Thank you for spawning an enemy. That could have been a lot worse for me. It's amazing how little damage our Tech 2 laser does versus the actual tiers that are landing. You can tell it's like, our tiers are not even that strong, but it's like a discrete difference. Starter deck, fantastic item. In my opinion. Devil card is nice to hold. I'll take the piggy bank. Doesn't hurt that much. I'll take the key as well, but let's donate as much as we can to our donation machine first, just to make it safe here. That's pretty good. I don't want to buy the Spirit Heart. What's the point? I'll buy the Red Heart, but the Spirit Heart seems like pretty much worthless. I'll tell you what the people want, the people get. I will walk us down here into the Valley of the Shadow of Death. I took a look at myself and realized there's nothing left. Anyway. It's probably enough Coolio references for one day. I totally could have gone to the boss rush room. Whatever. We're a little too slow for me to want to do that consistently right now. But it is what it is. I don't want to call this run yet. Defensively, this is a winning run. So you notice I didn't say a one run. That's something completely different. Defensively, this is a winning run. Oh, come on. Guppy. 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 Okay, well. Is what it is. How does this affect our shot? It doesn't, really. It affects the other shot. Offensively, this run still kind of sucks, but we do have Book of Belial. And Book of Belial has the potential to basically let us snowball out of control. We can't get many more shitty deals with the devil. Like, just not enough items exist in the game that could fulfill that, you know, niche for us. So instead, yeah, at some point, they gotta give us like a Death's Touch Abaddon or something like that, or a Brimstone. Even a Guppy item would help us out. We wouldn't be spawning as many tiers as we might like, but we'd be spawning some. No question about it. Still got a few rooms to go before our boss room here. I can't believe at one point on this run I thought that the boss rush might be possible. Whoops. I don't really care about our shop. Oh, I definitely don't care about our shop, but I don't really care about our blood bank either. Doesn't seem like that's going to be that worthwhile for us. Come on, take a black heart next time. Like on our blood bank, what do I want? HP? We're already going to have a pretty easy time staying near the cap just as a result of the relic. This room with, like, straight firing weapons, a little dangerous. Alright, let's do this, Mom. Luckily, we actually are doing a decent amount of damage with Book of Belial active. Enough to not be super salty about the way things are going, damage-wise. There's no salt to be had defensively. It's a great situation to be in. The other thing we can do is when Mom's foot lands, we walk into it with our orbitals, and that'll do a little extra damage. Dry Baby helping out quite a lot. Everybody pitching in here. Much appreciated. There we go. Definitely taking the Polaroid, and Guppy. Wow. Slightly disappointed. That probably does not surprise you. We'll save this Devil card for a room where we really want to double up. I know Devil card just gives you the Book of Belial effect, but I'm assuming if you use that and the Book of Belial, you still get the bonus. In fact, I'm actually just going to use it right now, because this is a room I would like to use Book of Belial on, but it's not active yet, so... Emperor card, and we have starter deck, so High Priestess. It's actually a pretty nice 1-2 punch, Emperor plus High Priestess. We can save this combination if we don't get anything better for the Cathedral, and then on the Cathedral, you know, that'll give us a really nice head start against Isaac. But of course, I'm hoping to get like a Yera rune. And, you know, theoretically, blank card could show up on the chest. And this is nice. We're actually doing quite a lot of damage against Chubb. We haven't improved our damage that much, but the Devil card's helping out. And, you know, we fought Chubb recently, and it took a lot longer than this. I had to use my Book of Belial to speed it up. I'm really hoping, like, this deal with the Devil comes through for us. If it doesn't, we're going to be saddled with this damage for a long time. And you might be saying, well, that's what you get for taking Tech 2. But honestly, I don't think Tech 2 is the issue here. I think it's that the only damage increases we've had are Small Rock and the Pact. They're both great items, but it's just not quite enough damage to, especially with the downgrade, I'll admit, to really write home about, you know? This is a great situation to be in. I love these late-game Demon Judgments. And we actually found our regular secret room there as well. Seems to always pay out on, like, the 6th play. I'm going to use the Sun card right now so we can see where we're going, and then we can just keep playing this guy. Not everyone's going to agree with that strategy. Card Against Humanity. I flippin' hate this card. But it's funny, you poop everywhere. I know. It is funny. I guess I don't disagree with that. Alright, well, let's do the logical thing. And we'll come back here and play regular Judgment for a while here. Presumably he will pay out at some, you know, reasonable amount of time. Maybe a Compass, most likely an HP upgrade. So, I don't know actually what to do about this. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do about this. This is actually kind of a nice payout. I forgot that we had a laser weapon. Well, I didn't forget that we had a laser weapon, but I forgot that a laser weapon would make shooting the poop so much easier. But we picked up a half heart, which actually does give us a great ability to play this demon judgment here. So we will do so. Because of our permanent Polaroid invincibility. And we'll get out of there. Pop the hangman just to get it off the table. And I'll tell you what. I'm going to take this so we can get another permanent Polaroid invincibility section like as easily as possible here. And we got another sun card, which will pop. And then we'll start playing the crap out of this guy again. He's got to pay out sometime. Was all of that worth what we got? Look, I'll be straight with you. Probably not. However, we've done it. At least we got some payout out of it. And now with permanent Polaroid invincibility, anytime we get hit, we can at least, you know, run into enemies, poison them. Does some pretty decent damage over time. Alright, this is a big moment. Guppy? Nope, that is a bomb. We should probably go back for some spirit hearts, and then we'll be moving on. You say what you want about the way that I play. Say what you want about my Isaac. But I'm at least putting in a lot of my due diligence here to try to, you know, get all the advantages that I can possibly get. That's not always the case. I don't think there's a little bit of a lower laziness quotient in this episode versus versus the average. My average, not the average. Tinted rock. Not even sure what I'd be looking for. Almost like golden chests. We got a bomb and a spirit heart. So it's some nice insurance, I guess. But we don't really need it. It's nice to have the spirit hearts in case we take some damage, but pretty well set up here. We also never need to worry about our bombs at all as a result of the fact that we have, I'd rather have Empress than High Priestess, yeah. Never have to worry about our bombs at all as a result of the fact that we have Pyro. Admittedly, we should probably use the High Priestess card on this room to speed it up a little bit, but kind of, you know, can't be bothered. Same reason I can't be bothered to pick up that money. It's just, it's unlikely to make a difference at all. That money, though, that's a big penny. There's a difference, man. Take care of the pennies and the pennies take care of themselves. This is the classic old adage. I do want these keys. I want them enough to wait for them. Even though we didn't have to, we could have just walked in and out. Or we could have just walked on top of it and taken the spirit heart for that matter. Alright, let's do this. Mr. Fred, maybe? Oh, double cage. That's nasty. I do not like this in the least. We'll throw down some bombs to hopefully speed it up a little bit, but I expect to be taking a little bit of damage here. And you know what? This is good enough for me to pop the Empress card. This is a bullshit fight for this. I mean, it's not early in the game, but it's a bullshit fight for this stage of the game. Luckily, we have a few spirit hearts kind of, you know, in escrow that we can do something with. I don't think either of these guys are really particularly close to going down here, but if we can get them both at the same time, it helps. Jeez Louise, man. I'm always calling for nerfs, right? Or for enemies to be buffed. So let me take this opportunity to say, I think the cage should be fucking nerfed to shit. He's so annoying. Screw, better to have the tiers upgrade. Oh my god, for real? We got a rune though. And another card, which could be great as well. The Hierophant card is fine, and we did get a Yara rune. Okay, I'll accept this. Basically, instead of giving us a good deal with the devil, they gave us 4 extra items on the chest. It's okay. I know there's more spirit hearts back there, but I'm feeling alright. I mean, we're not going to have to fight double cage again until the chest, at the earliest, so I'm not really sweating this situation. So we will put in our time on the womb part 2. Curse of the Blind doesn't matter very much on this floor, most of the time at least. Worst case scenario, we end up picking up like Bob's Brain from a golden chest. I kind of like it. The Chariot. More like the Jariot. As in the Yara rune. Not every joke can be a winner, guys. I'm sorry. But, then things will start to move very quickly, which is always, like, you know, my favorite time when the run starts to take on a little bit more speed, you know? Right now, it's quite slow. Soon, that will change. What won't change is our own speed, which is just god-awful right now. But I'm assuming, you know, if you got 8 chests on the chest, what are your odds of picking up a speed upgrade? They're probably up there. You're probably due for like 1 speed ball or something. I know I am after this workday. Seriously, don't do speedballs. I don't even know which illicit narcotic a speedball is. It's cocaine mixed with heroin. It's the one that killed, like, everybody. You know, the people glamorize, like, the 26 Club. People who died when they were 26. It's like, it's straight up. Except for Mama Cass, who died choking on a ham sandwich. It was all speedballs, I think. More or less. Oh, Jimi Hendrix might have died of some form of cancer, I think. I can't remember. This is the danger of all of your knowledge of, like, popular history coming from Reddit. Any moment, these units will die. I'm amazed. I mean, I'm not amazed that we're doing as well as we are, but I'm amazed that the run has gone as well as it's, like, just me rephrasing it. I'm amazed that the run has gone as well as it has without, basically any damage upgrades in quite some time. I'm also amazed that, you know, with left-hand Book of Belial, we didn't manage to pick up, like, the last guppy item we needed. We had, like, 6 floors, 7 floors to do it. And we're not going to do it on the Cathedral because I'll be dropping the left hand, man. I would rather get 8 items than, you know, 7 chests full of Spirit Hearts and 1 guppy item. And that's the, like, best-case scenario. Probably end up getting a lot of Troll Bombs. But with Book of Belial, you know, our damage is sound here. What do you think? Should I do, like, 2 rooms on the chest to get my Book of Belial back up? Or should I just go for the Isaac fight? I'm too slow to get out of the way here. I gotta stand, like, right in the middle of the fucking pinwheel. Don't laugh because you freaking killed me. You hit me. That's just embarrassing. You died right after. Now you look like a dickhole. Curse of the Blind, again, doesn't really matter on this floor. Alright, well, I don't relish the opportunity to tackle Monstro 2 here. That's our cat? Excuse me. What was that? Ruka? Tomo? I don't know what that was. Didn't sound too pleasant, though. But I'm not overly concerned, because when Tomo wakes up, he makes the strangest mouth sounds. Meowth sounds. I should really just be using bombs more often, considering we have 99 of them. That's like, it's a fatal flaw that I think a lot of people have with Isaac, or when they play Isaac, and myself I include in that for sure, is just like not using bombs offensively. Like ultimate too good to use syndrome. You're like, I could use these to get a tinted rock at some point. You're already at like the HP cap and you have 99 bombs. Some weird subconscious shit. Alright, let's do this. I'm ready. Look at all the big rooms we got to skip. That's exciting. Unfortunately, as a result of our situation here, I am going to have to stand, or as a result of our items, I am going to have to stand like pretty much right next to Isaac, or at least in the line of fire to do damage consistently. So that's going to slow this down because I'm going to have to dodge all the time in order to keep our HP relatively high. A lot of our shots are getting bounced out by like our second level bandage girl or our other familiars. So our bombs are not being used as efficiently as I would like. See, like, it's the rotation on the shot, but if we manage to hit it with, like, our own shot, it's fine. I can't believe I didn't take damage there. I 100% deserve to. This is gonna be fine. It's a little annoying, but it's gonna come through for us here. Hey, sometimes the bombs should not land and do as a result of the shot, so... or as a result of the shooting, so that's okay. Now, don't forget. Okay, this is very important. I almost did forget. Don't drop the left hand. Or, sorry, do drop the left hand. Did I confuse you there for a moment? We definitely want to make sure that we're dropping the left hand. It's coming soon. We'll just do it right after this fight. I wanted to stick with it for a couple rooms just to see if we got the payout from it, but... come on. And we're safe in our corner. Alright, drop this. Keep the Yera rune, though. And then we'll move it over here. Oh, there you are, Tomo. Hey, buddy, what's that? You want to sleep in the travel bag? Don't eat the prescription sleeping pills in there. I don't think they're made for cat use. 2020 scapular fat odd mushroom. So as I understand it, Libra Dr. Fetus is awesome, right? So I just want to see what 2020 does. I thought it might give us 2 lasers. It doesn't. 2020 is beautiful. So I think we take Dr. Fetus, like so, firing a lot of bombs. Then we take Libra, right? And then these bombs start to do a fuck ton of damage. Is that how this works? We'll definitely take Fat Odd Mushroom, and then afterwards we'll take PhD, just to get that heart filled up. And we'll take this as well. There's something to be said for Unicorn Stump, for sure. These do not appear to really be doing that much damage, but I guess maybe the draw is that you can just fire out like a trillion of them at the same time. I gotta be honest with you, I think I was misled a little bit about the usefulness of this series of items. Maybe it's tech bringing it down or something. Thank fucking Christ. I will do one more room just to make this happen, like get Book of Belial, before I fully say that I still think Dr. Fetus is a shit item. There's no getting out of the way of that one, unfortunately. We should still be totally fine. Maybe. With Book of Belial and, like, not just firing every 2 seconds because we can, like, actually landing our shots appropriately, it'll probably help. And who knows, maybe we'll get some kind of payout right here. Doubtful, though. There we go. And we are firing 2 bombs at a time because of 2020. I think I might have thrown the run with that Dr. Fetus pickup. I can't fire Dr. Fetus because... Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. Okay. Gives us a moment. Stop it! You jerk! Alright, well, this is going to be tricky, man. Luckily, we got a lot of HP back, or at least a decent amount. Don't lose it here. I just wanted to put out the fire, see if we get anything. Secret room? Secret room? Secret room? Doesn't look like it. Alright, Book of Belial, and then I don't even know, man. Just try. Yeah, good start. Just do like 1 set of bombs at a time. This is what I get for giving Dr. Fetus my faith again. Am I thinking of another combination, or is it like you take them in the opposite order or something like that? Like you should do... Like I did Libra, or I did Dr. Fetus Libra, you should do Libra Dr. Fetus. I don't know, man. Or maybe like when I read it on the subreddit, they're always like Libra Dr. Fetus and Pyro, and I just forget that part. Or again, it could be Tech 2. There's a lot of unknowns in my personal worldview happening right now. Making it a little touchy and tricky to handle it here. We could still win this, though. This is very much a test of skill now. That always frightens me. When the run either fucks you or carries you... Oh, snap. It's very nice, because then you don't get blamed if something goes wrong. But this is straight up just like, I'm balanced for Blue Baby right now. If I lose, it's my own fault. If I win, admittedly, it's largely on my own merit, but it's still scary. Luckily, let's just take a moment to look at the positive things we've got going on in our life. We're doing well with respect to his HP. If we die, we could respawn. We get hit, we'll get some permanent Polaroid invincibility. We can use that to poison him. So all we need to do is really get him like a little bit lower down, and then the poison damage can take him to lethal. But we got to get to that place first. I think that might do it right there. If you combine like what our tiers do, what our bombs could do when we place them down and stuff like that, that's probably enough. But this was not an easy run, and it definitely was not an easy finish here. It was kind of an easy run, I'll admit that, but it wasn't an easy finish here. This was the most harrowing part of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.